Kiss my ass. Number 2.
What is your wholesome little secret? I stick a $20 on a couple $20 in an inside jacket pocket or zipper pocket when either of my adult nieces are at the family member's house visiting without them noticing. I always find it nice finding money and you forgot you had now and then, and I'm sure they do as well. Now this is my favorite idea ever. My uncle does this, but usually puts in my cart if I give him a lift somewhere. I slide a 20 in each of my niece's backpack when they had come over to visit after school. I'm on their way home. They'll send me heart emojis later in the day. Love it. My uncle is a truly fantastic guy. He's the sort of dude that would give you the shirt off his back without a second thought. He's the only truly kind and generous person I've ever met. He took me in twice when me and my parents were having problems. One for 2 weeks, once for a full year. He's always been who I go to for advice because I generally want to be just like him. Last year, he collapsed in the kitchen. I was there when it happened. That was the start to a seemingly unending battle with his health. He had to quit his job and it puts him to some intense financial distress. He would never accept help from anyone. I asked my aunt if I could help pay their bills. It took me a while, but eventually she agreed. He has no idea my husband and I give them several $100s a month. Unconditional love is the most beautiful thing on the world. Hope your uncle gets better. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. Oh, great. That's so good of you and your husband. Honestly, I think he knows on some level that someone is helping. Their bills far surpass when she makes a loan. That being said, I think he's willing to compromise as long as he can. Pretend he doesn't know. He's always seemed so proud and far too stubborn to accept help. I'm internally grateful he's allowing us to do this. It would break me to see them drown. You deserve a platinum, or at least a silver, but I can't afford either of those. I really hope that your uncle gets better. I have an idea of how you are feeling right now. I lived with my grandma for a year in middle school. My sophomore year, he had to get a quadruple bypass due to blood clots. He's never been really healthy, but he was able to survive. He's doing better now again. Again, I wish to good health to your uncle, or best he can be. I stay after work sometimes, an extra 10 to 30 minutes to just hang out with my boss. He thinks it's cause he gives me a beer and I got nothing better to do. But I do it because he's a sad guy at heart with a lot of pain in him. I try to keep him company because we develop a sort of father-son relationship and I don't want him to feel lonely. I poke fun at him and try to make him laugh, but so maybe he feels a bit better. Bastard doesn't deserve it, but I do it anyways. Man, this is great. I was in the same position. While everyone else might have give them you have realized you at the end of the day they're human. And in my case, he had bad depression. Good for you, man. You're just amazing. Whenever someone comes over, I tell him my cat isn't bear friendly. And when he inevitably starts head-butting them because he's actually really friendly, I tell him he must like you. This is somehow the best one of me. Nothing makes me feel more special than a cat liking me who doesn't generally like anyone. At the beginning of our relationship, I noticed that when we shared chicken wings, my girlfriend preferred the wingettes or flats. So I always reach for the drumettes whenever he ordered wings. My girlfriend thinks I like the drumettes better. Well, actually, I too prefer wingettes. This is a secret I will never tell her because she would feel bad about it. I think my girlfriend is doing something similar to me. Every time we order Chinese food, I ask if she wants an egg roll and she says yes. Then later she tells me she doesn't want it and gives it to me. I think she knows I love egg rolls, but I don't want to be a gluten and order two for myself. Sweet, but I think she might be fattening you as a part of a dark ploy. Still, there are worse ways to die. we all deserve a soul like this guy. I did this 3 years except with Crab Rangoon. 3 years without my beloved crab rangoon because it made her happy. Just order more crab rangoons so you can both have some. We do now. She was just so excited and happy when I asked if she wanted mine, so I let her take them all. Okay, as long as this isn't something that solely builds resentment, because then you never get crab rangoons. So she don't do it any longer. Hopefully, because you're finally getting some too. Yeah, I finally admitted to her, and we started ordering extra for both of us. Hey, happy ending. Crab rangoon for everyone. Um, Truthfully, I used to have eating crab soup when I was a kid, and it's so delicious. I mean, when I was a kid, I love eating like crab rangoons. It's so good. And now my mom is very obsessed with crab legs. Every time we went to the buffet, the first thing she's looking for is crab legs, and that's her most important thing that she had. She likes crab legs. My niece hasn't got a very nice mother. Since she was born, I have been anticipating the day she starts realizing what kind of person her mom is and begins to hate slash turn her back on her. Sad but inevitable. She is only 5 now, and since she could walk and talk, I have seen many occasions where she will be genuinely sad and crying and needing comforting from her mom, who will physically push her away and say, "No, go away." There are countless other issues. My little secret is every time I see my niece, even if it's been months between visits or only a day, I always greet her and always say her the same thing. I miss you. I love you. Tell me about your day. I hope that when she's older and if she needs family, she can see me. And now that she's cared about and can talk to me about anything. Oh, I have 2 of those, my cousin's kids, but they will call me aunt. She's too worried about her own, and she favors the little one over the big one. They're 2 and 5, and it's so obvious. We've taken the girls in while my cousin is chasing down and but the girls don't know it's probably gonna be permanent. So I'm getting the girls involved in their life. I come home with the change in my pocket and they put it in the bucket we have. They're getting piggy banks with $2 bills in them for Christmas. I'll give them singles for chores and really good days to put in their banks, and then we'll put in actual bank and savings accounts. Their banks will be their spending money, and the rest is for us to pay for. They're working on fixing baby. Their mom let them the bell. Like the 5 telling us no when she's told lunch is done or it's nap time. All the money they're helping me put up is going for Disney surprise vacation in about 2 or 3 years. A few adults know, but kids have no idea they're helping me save, so I can take them on a trip their mom never could. You're an actual superhero. Thanks, but no. It's just an auntie who loves her nieces and wants them to have the best. There are many people out there much better than me, like the poster above me. My idiot cousin was smart enough to leave the girls with us and is signing over her rest until she's able to be a good mom again. I'm just lucky to be able to spoil them. I want their childhoods to be the thing they aspire to top when they grow up and have their own kids. I want them to look back and be like, damn, it wasn't ideal, but my family loved me so much. They gave me the world. I never ever want them to know how their mom has been for the last few years. I just wanted to know that we did the best we could for them. Oh, this hits different. I have a cousin who is half black in a very racist family. My parents and I love him, but his own grandmother treats him like garbage and doesn't make any bones about it. She tries to pretend she doesn't do that, but she does. The things she says to him or right in front of him is atrocious. The bland favoritism of the white grandkids is atrocious. So my parents and I make sure to play with him and treat him nicely and cuddle him when he's upset. Because the other kids are treating him meanly because they know they can't get away with it. My mom has to snap at his older sister, a white girl who is also a teenager, for slapping him. He was 4 at the time, across the face. There was no reason for it. My mom said she just walked in. He ran up excited to see her, and wham! When my mom yelled at her, she claimed he was mouthing off to her, as if that makes it okay. The poor kid has endured more than just this, too. Pretty much any unspeakable thing he's endured. So I made sure to catch his first grade teacher when she came back to my work one day and said, "Your ex-teacher, right?" She said, "Yeah," and asked how I know him. Small town, we all know each other, LEO. And then I asked if he's doing okay in school. She said, "Well, it's one day at a time," or something similar. I told her he'd been through a lot and needed a lot of extra love and support. So she had been told he was having difficulty adjusting to having moved and switched to my town's school system. Without getting into too much detail, I told her that no, he's just been through everything you could think of and then some. And I asked him how school was going one day, and he seemed happy about it. He just saw a teacher, not his, that he recognized in public and was so shocked. But he was excited. I hope that means he's getting the love he needs there too. His teacher's been at this a while and probably realized what therapy that kid desperately needs. Teachers, most underpaid yet most impact on people. Thank you for doing this. My aunt did the same for me. I miss her so much. I mean, oh gosh, your stories have been so much inspired and keeping that secret. I mean, keeping it a good secret that you can share this one to everybody, and that would be awesome. And then feeling like you're having it together, and that be true. Found out the ex girlfriend was in a really bad way, had just fled an abusive boyfriend and was living in an apartment with nothing but a desk chair she slept in, and apparently usually just put towels on the floor and slept there. Was going to be months until she could save enough to afford a couch or bed. I could afford it, so I took a bunch of cash out of the bank and went and bought her a bed and had it anonymously delivered. She deserved better than the hand she was dealt. You're good people. Thanks for doing that, man. Ever going with the anonymous approach? Wish you much success. I appreciate it. I actually felt like I did do something good for once afterward. Best success you too. This is so wholesome. You're a good man. I let people tell me the same story multiple times and act like it's my first time hearing it. First award. Thank you very much. I do this as well, but my God, does it get tiresome when they also blatantly lie in sad stories? My favorite is when they start telling me my own story like it happened to them. Can't help but laugh, or at least I know not to trust a word that comes out their mouths anymore. The weird thing about memory is that it's fallible, and sometimes our brain appropriate events as having happened to us when in fact it didn't. However, your brain believes it to be. I have a brother that does this. It used to drive me crazy because even when I pointed it out, he refused to believe otherwise. But it got me to thinking, what if I'm wrong? I mean, he believes it was him. I believe it was me. What if actually my brain that believes incorrectly, since we both believe it to be our past experience? That's when I decided it didn't matter. One of us was wrong, but who? It's in the past anyway, so I can't be changed or even verified. So why bother trying? This has helped me move on from many traumatizing or even embarrassing moments, because in the end, the past doesn't really matter except in how it shapes us. Of course, I believe in accountability for harm done, but the little things I don't sweat much, and it's worth forgiving your friend or false memories if they matter to you, that is. Postscript, thank you for the silver. Generous glider. Love you. Found a fondness with you also. And I change your hugs. And I change your hugs. I have a friend who did this. It was depressing because people always like his stories that had all the embellishments slash lies. But if I tried to recount the same story with the truthful experience, no one was interested. So now I know what makes a story good, but I think I'm okay with being a bad storyteller. My friend loves telling stories to new people that we met since my friend. I've known each other for 15 plus years, and I always just let him keep telling the stories, but they always come more and more exaggerated, and it's hard to hold my tongue sometimes. The reason I do hold my tongue is because there's always a story about how crazy I was or something to that degree. So they're fairly entertaining. You just like to embellish a little bit. Oh, my friend does this a lot. I hear different versions of stories tweaked for different people. She will exaggerate different parts of the story depending on who she talking to. I also thought about how she exaggerates certain things she tells me. E.g., she told me that her bedroom floor was covered in something I can't really remember. Maybe socks. And later, we end up at her house. We go into her room, and I happen to notice that her room is in a very good shape. The only real mess is on her desk. I don't know, just stuff like that which I noticed, but don't say anything because what would be the point? I won't want to embarrass her in front of everyone else, but I also wouldn't want to make things awkward if we're alone, especially since most of the time we spend alone together. It's working too hard, working to and from school. I guess it's just something I noticed to put up with. I love this story. It's my wholesome go-to line if I don't actually want to hear it again from umpteenth time. Great, continue story. My dad does this all the time. He's just so happy to talk and spend time together. I just let him go. I give them about 3 times. At their third retelling, I let them know I've already heard the story as I can only fake interest so much. I'm not very good at faking my emotions/reactions. Back in school, I had this old professor who would repeat the same stories over and over again whenever I went to office hours. I'd just listen and nod along because I honestly just like him. Despite being past retirement age, he clearly loved teaching. He was a hoot to talk with. I also do this if it's just something I've already been told by someone else. Mostly if it's something small. For instance, if I'm at work and someone tells me there's donuts in the break room and then a few minutes later someone else does the same, I act as if I didn't already know. Some people will feel helpful, so I let them. Wow, you guys have bring us a lot of story to it. Okay, oh my goodness. If I would ask myself a question of what is my wholesome little secret, something that can make have a little possible secret. I mean, something good that happened. Oh, well, no, I have my very own family members, and my members are working together, and we still love for each other even though we're far away. I mean, my family members are quite far away right now, me and my mom were just sitting here living in this house, and my aunt is my aunt right there from here in Buffalo. There's one aunt right now. It's in the right around Buffalo, still here with us. And my mom and my aunt in living here, they're both working in the same company. My have another aunt as well. She's in Florida. She is in Florida with her dog. Her name's Binky, and she's gonna live in her solo lifestyle. And she hangs out with her friends all the time in there. And when I'm gonna be feeling like I'm in the vacation that will be great. And then everyone's have a little whole family. We like to hang out. But here's that little secret that I tell you. Everyone keeps telling me that, are you okay? Am I okay? And then I'm saying yes. That's why I'm glad I have the family with me. Because I was born in the Philippines, and my mother and my father, they're not really related. But thank goodness I belong to to the family that I used to have. It lands on between their Lenorius or Reblet family. But I'm glad I'm glad that I chose Lenorius. Because if we would have had my last name, Reble, Michael Reble, then we would be poor and we have nothing to do. But I'm glad I ended up with Illinois. And my family is saying that, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm really happy. Yeah, people just asking me saying that I'm okay. But really, guys, my answer is yeah, I'm okay. I'm feeling okay right now, but I had to take some time off. I just wanted to calm down. I wanted to relax. But I wanted to come back and feel like I'm a strong person now. I'm a strong person. But for now, I just wanted to relax. I wanted to calm down. And just people asking me saying that I'm okay. But it was a really nice, it was really a sweet thing for me to say that. Hopefully you're okay. Yeah, there's so many people keep asking me saying, "Are you okay?" Hoping you're okay. If I'm feeling like I'm down, there's gonna be my family, people that are gonna they're there to help me for what I'm doing because I've been running through my mind, and this is getting myself to know that I'm so that if I in trouble, if I'm feeling depression, I can talk to anybody because that's what I am. And life's too short, you know. Okay, now enough about me. Gosh, I'm very oh oh my god. I was about to cry right there. I don't wanna cry right now. If it is on camera, thank God it's not on camera. I just recorded myself, just me talking to this. Thank God I didn't do that. Uh, I'm feeling blessed right now that I belong with my family, and it's true. It's really true. That's the secret that I will never, ever forget that because I'm okay. I'm really happy now. I'm in a good state. So, there, that's my answer. Oh god, this is very emotional right now. I have enough right now. Thank you guys for watching Kiss My Ass, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.